Hey, all you tubers out there, how's it going? I want to talk a little bit about guns. Um in my last video, I was talking about hunting season being over. I'm a little bit of a deer hunter. I like to hunt whitetail deer. That's about the only kind of hunting I do. Don't do a whole lot of other type of hunting. I have in the past. I've done a little bit of dove hunting and duck hunting, things like that. But my passion, as far as hunting goes, is hunting whitetail deer. So with the season being over, I was thinking tonight I've got a few guns. I don't have an arsenal of weapons like some do. I've got a few handguns. I got a few long guns. I've got a rifle, a high-powered rifle, 270 to hunt deer with. I don't use a whole lot. Of course, y'all seen in my other video that I use a crossbow a lot. I have a compound bow, a nice Mathews, which I can no longer shoot because I've got a shoulder problem. So that's a little bit difficult for me to do. Um, but I still bow hunt. I enjoy using my bow, or crossbow rather. Um, you know, the old man's way. But I'm still able to do that. And I have a little small caliber rim rifle, 22 rifle, and a couple of shotguns. I was thinking, I don't have any AR platform long guns. I have looked at them. I have contemplating getting a AR platform rifle. But there's always something else that comes up that I want more than that. A lot of people are, arm themselves with the AR style rifles in case something happens in our country and everything goes crazy and, the government turns against the people. But if that were to happen, I don't know that rifles are going to help us that much. I think the best thing for us to do is to keep voting for our Second Amendment rights. I'm a big believer in being able to have guns. I'm a big believer in the Second Amendment. However, I do, Biden said that, we would need more than guns, we would need jets. Which, is kind of true. I mean, if the government went against the people, they're the ones that has most of the arsenal, the big stuff. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that would be much of a fight. Maybe I'm wrong. You can tell me your opinion about that. But I was thinking about if I had one gun that I was going to use for pretty much everything, if I had to eliminate all but one gun, what would that be? And like I say, I've got several rifles, shotguns. I got handguns. But as far as long guns, what gun would I choose if I only had one? And I think it would be my pump shotgun. Now this is a Mossberg 835. I got this as a gift in 2000. It's chambered into 3.5 inch. I think that's equivalent to a 10 gauge if you're using the 3.5 inch magnums. I've shot double alt buck out of this. I've shot number twos for, I think number two shot for duck. It's mostly it's designed as a turkey gun. But I've even hunted, I've hunted duck with this. It's not the best for duck hunting, You know, it's heavy. It's a pump. It's not very lightweight. But I have, you know, this is what I got. So I have hunted dove, duck, turkey, and deer, and I have harvested deer with this. So this would be my pick if I had one go-to gun for everything, for hunting or self-defense. Now, you know, it's long barreled, got the rib barrel on it, and like I say, it's a 3.5 inch. It can shoot the 3.5 inch. So if you're shooting 3.5s in this with buckshot, double aught, it's got a pretty good kick to it. But this would be my go-to gun. The reason for that is because it's so versatile. And I also like the pattern on this gun. Now, the new Mossbergs, they have different patterns you can get today, the more modern pattern. So this is the old pattern that was camoed the gun in 2000. And I kind of like this one better. It's more unique, you know, and I kind of like this. I wouldn't change the camo on this, so I'm satisfied with that. Now, with the gun set up like it is, I can pretty much hunt any kind of small game, whether it's fowl or small game squirrel, you know, anything like that. I could use this pump, and it's not going to malfunction. They're very reliable. It's not going to more likely jam on you. So you can pretty much count on this. It'll shoot 2.5 inch or 2 3/4. I'm sorry, 2 3/4, 3 inch, and 3.5 inch. So the reason I think I would choose this Mossberg 835, if I had another Mossberg or another Remington, or you know, if I had any kind of pump like that, Remington, Mossberg, you know, whatever brand, that's what I would choose. The reason for that, the big reason is that I can change these barrels out pretty quick. And if I'm hunting small game, I can take this and I decide I want to shoot or hunt something else bigger. I can take this here, and cap back on it. And I have a slug gun. Now I bought this barrel set up with this scope. It's a cheap scope. It's not a real good scope. I'd like one day to upgrade and get me a better scope than this, but it does the job. I've harvested a deer or two with this, shooting slugs in it. So this is a rifled barrel. So for larger game, this is what I would use. If I was in a survival type situation and I needed to harvest rabbit, squirrel, dove, anything like that, I would use my other barrel, my smooth bore. It's a longer barrel, or turkey, or whatever it may be. This here is for shooting slugs, and this is what I deer hunt with. So this could help with larger game. Also, either one of these barrels you could use for self-defense. Now they're not the shortest barrels, you know, but they'll do the job. So that's kind of why I would choose my pump over my other long rifles, because it's versatile. I can change the barrel out within minutes and have a rifled barrel for slugs. My other barrel will shoot, you know, smaller shells, 2 3/4 with smaller pellets for small game, or I could shoot buckshot out of it and also hunt bigger game like that. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that tonight. And what would be your choice? What would you use if you had one gun that if you had to leave home quick and you had to head for the hills and you couldn't take but one long gun, what would you take? What do you have? I mean, I guess that's the big thing is, you know, you're going to take what you got. But if you got several long guns, what would be your choice? Let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments and tell me what your choice would be and what you have. And we'll be seeing you down the road.